With the champ, y'all see what's going on. It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
Let's get right to the point. The drama between Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields, also referred to as the greatest of all time. It's hotter than a summer cookout. The greatest of all time, Claressa Shields, is not here to play when it comes to pointing out the drama. She allegedly had a heated argument with Remy Ma, and guess what? She arrived in person, ready to take care of business rather than merely making disparaging remarks on social media. Remy Ma finds it difficult to believe that Papoose has truly moved on. She criticized Papoose in his latest book, which caused her to go viral on the internet a few days ago. Remy did not hold back, I assure you. She threatened to throw hands and revealed Papa's new companion. Here's the gag, though. Papoose's new flame, Claressa Shields. Let me quickly catch you up if you're late to the party and haven't been following this mess. The game's well, Claressa said what she said. Remember last year when there were allegations all over the streets that Remy Ma had cheated on Papoose? To be honest, nobody wanted to believe it. Essentially asking Remy to watch her mouth before she catches these hands. Sis clapped back with a complete warning. Fans were shocked to learn that Remy didn't even bother to wish Papoose a happy Parents' Day because, in spite of everything he had done for her, he kept promoting himself as the perfect parent and husband. In the meantime, the Shade Honey shared a family photo with Remy nowhere. And Papoose went ahead and wished himself a happy Father's Day. Keep in mind that this man married her while she was incarcerated and kept her down for 6 long years. To make matters worse, his caption reads, "For a man who waited 6 years for his queen, family is everything." In the present, Remy is causing a stir on the internet by disclosing all the details of Papa's new partner and talking about hand-tossing. Get some popcorn since this roller coaster is messy. Remy Ma has accused her husband, Papoose, of cheating on her with Claressa Shields, an international boxing champion, among other ludicrous accusations. The ghost herself is in the center of this drama. Yes, you read correctly. So, on December 11th, 2024, Remy decided to share some allegedly spicy and explicit text chats between Papoose, Shields, and Baby, blowing up the internet. Claressa Shields was resting in my house when Dumma fell asleep on the phone, and he refused to get out of one of them. Reports state that if you can't sleep with me on the phone, at least tell me you made it home safely. Remy apparently found these texts after Papoose fell asleep while wearing Shields during a phone call. Claressa would have none of it. In retaliation, CIS claimed that Remy had 2 boyfriends. She even questioned why her name was being included in this mess, which only made the situation worse. Papoose didn't mince words either, claiming that Remy was the one responsible and announcing his desire for a divorce. Unfortunately, Yike's Instagram post exposed Remy Ma as a narcissist who has cheated on me several times. She's playing the victim now that I've moved on, and I've made several divorce requests. Instead of handling this like a responsible adult, she would much rather influence Chase on social media. I didn't want to participate in the social media craziness for the sake of my 6-year-old daughter, who had to go toy didn't say anything at all. As you can see, and let's not forget about the background. Remy and Papoose's marriage has already been the subject of adultery suspicions. Recall how last year, Remy's connection with battle rapper Eazy the Block Captain was ridiculed. For some time now, the strange scenario involving Remy Ma and Eazy the Block Captain has been intensifying. First off, there have been rumors about Remy and EAs for a while, but they are starting to get traction. People naturally start figuring out what they're doing when they see the two together. Everyone initially thought it was just a friendly alliance or maybe a connection in the industry, but let's just say that the rumors became serious. Ayaz now claims that Papoose has been aware of their connection for roughly 2 years. Papoose only found out about it yesterday, didn't they? If that's the case, it raises several problems. Tay Roc, a battle rapper who never runs out of things to say, essentially indicated that EAs had a married girlfriend. And let's face it, Remy was the first person on everyone's mind. The way this gossip game operates is that as soon as people begin to connect, the rumors start to seem plausible, as though Christmas is all about family and love, not drama and side chicks. The true mayhem began when Papoose publicly accused Remy of spending the holiday with EAs. Did Papoose pretend like it had never happened, or was he cool with it? Papoose went public while I was at home by posting a photo with a caption that claimed to show Remy and Iaz together over the holidays. Last Christmas, Remy Ma spent time with my daughter. Now that I've moved on, she's upset and making up stories. He was in the fetal position when I knocked him out, and everyone saw it. I told her that we could get a divorce like grown-ups. But she won't do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock him out because he didn't throw one punch back. She shook my head, clearly eager to lie about it once more. He shook my hand and then slept with my wife, which is why I knocked him out. Not because he slept with my wife. As you recently heard, Papoose didn't simply ignore the accusation. He went up to Iaz face-to-face and said that he didn't knock him out since he had slept with his wife. Here's the problem. Picture the treachery of sleeping with Remy behind his back. Remy isn't having any of it. She's been blasting those who propagate allegations on social media and rejecting the affair. She responded to Papa's charges, demonstrating her unafraidness to hit back. She isn't the type to back away from a confrontation. In fact, she has been urging people to provide evidence for their accusations and, if they have any, to present receipts. Remy isn't going to back down from these charges, but hold on, he's not done yet. Papoose even installed a recording device in Remy's car to keep an eye on her. That is really paranoid, and if E is telling the truth, there is a serious problem with trust in this whole arrangement. Method beyond what we have seen so far, there is a great deal of drama, secrets, and treachery between these three.
Newsflash. The knew a few months before I got him in hot. They knew already. I know he up there trying to play victim and all of that shit, but they knew. He knew from years ago. I ain't gonna lie. If we don't let the cat go up. They knew. They knew. And I'm gonna tell y'all how we knew. So how we knew is y'all think that's so thorough, he put a recording device in Remy's car. So how he knew is he was bugging her fucking car. So that's how the knew. They was aware. He bugged the car, and you couldn't really hear Lee on the other side, but you could hear her talking to Lee. So that's how he knew. And it's not cap. I got all the proof. So as soon as he say it's cap, I'm gonna show you all the proof. I'm just kicking a dollar here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, like that. So I'm gonna say I was under everything that basically is niggas that already split up already with the digital.
The history of this location should not be disregarded. Despite being together for a long time, Remy and Papoose's relationship has been under scrutiny for years. They have gone through some significant highs and lows, especially following Remy's 6-year prison sentence. Papoose was her rock and helped her through everything, even getting married while she was in prison. Consequently, after everything he did, people are having a time processing these cheating rumors. And I totally get why it feels like betrayal on both sides, especially since Easy is involved, but the conflict between Remy Ma and Papoose isn't the only source of friction. There have also been reports about Remy's association with her alleged ties with other battle rappers, such as Easy, have been brought up by several industry insiders. Adding to the complex web of the scenario, since Papoose and Remy's marriage has been troubled for a while, we presently have conflicting testimonies. And it's clear that the problem goes beyond the surface accusations, because Papoose and Claressa are involved in something. The drama is far from ended. Not only that, but people are now discovering old video of Papoose and Claressa hanging out backstage at one of her shows. Papoose is making his claims. E is over here throwing bombshells. And Remy denies everything.
With the champ, y'all see what's going on. It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
There has been a lot of talk about Papoose and Claressa's connection. And although there are some strong indications that they might be closer than they're revealing, there isn't any official proof as of yet. Though nothing has been officially labeled as an item, it's hard to deny that their interactions appear to be a bit more than merely pleasant. This situation is even more intriguing because the details are a little disorganized. On the one hand, fans are watching their relationship closely, especially after they've appeared in public and gone to events together. People naturally start piecing things together when two individuals don't smoke guns. Therefore, when you consider the whole Remy Ma situation, things get much more convoluted. Rumors of infidelity and covert relationships have surfaced. And Claressa's involvement raises the possibility that there may be more. Do Papoose and Claressa have a deeper friendship? Claressa and Papoose have both left things somewhat vague, giving us a variety of conflicting stories. Some believe that the two are merely hanging out for work and are close. However, some people have a tendency to think that more is happening behind closed doors. In actuality, it seems like we will have to wait to see if any more formal details are made public, but for any new signs or hints? The problem is that Remy Ma started making those public claims after Claressa Shields retaliated against him for all of these charges, which really stoked the fires. It's quite obvious that someone isn't just tangentially interested in the matter when they call you out like that. Claressa answered with some considerable vigor, rather than simply taking it all in stride. She really retaliated against Remy, saying that it was Remy who had two lovers and questioning why she was even involved in this drama. Claressa's response not only made it obvious that she was defending herself, but it also seemed to imply that she would not put up with Remy mocking her without answering, "Why is this now significant?" There appears to be more to this narrative than first meets the eye. And Claressa's fiery return gives us the feeling that she may genuinely care about this whole thing. She appears to be more than simply a bystander in the disaster based on the way she reacted. Is it possible that Claressa has feelings for Papoose that go beyond simple friendship? Additionally, it can indicate that there is more going on between them than is commonly assumed. It's possible that this relationship with Papoose goes beyond friendship, as evidenced by Claressa's response, which shows her dedication to advocating for herself. You can't help but feel a certain way when you think back on what Remy and Pap had. But keep an eye on this one because things could become much messier from here. Remy and her spouse had a wonderful life together before all of these unpleasant events. When Remy spent 6 years in prison in 2008, most people thought their relationship was finished, but Papoose stuck by her side and held her down the entire time. For many, their relationship was truly ideal, and it had some remarkable moments that left admirers thinking, wow, this is true love. Throughout Remy's imprisonment, he was the ultimate ride or die. The main themes of Papoose and Remy's love tale were devotion, loyalty, and sticking by one another no matter what. Long before the suspicions of infidelity started to spread, this couple was in the news. In addition to staying with her, Papoose married her in 2008 while she was still incarcerated. In public, he even declared that he never doubted Remy's throw. Good times and bad, Papoose was there for her. He visited her, wrote messages to her, and even took action to get her released. Fans viewed them as the model of a dependable, supporting pair, and their bond was regarded as one of the strongest in hip-hop. It became the gold standard for partnerships because of how strong this devotion was. Let's fast forward to 2014. After she was released from prison, Remy and Papo were reunited in front of the entire world, and their love story was definitely one for the history books. Remy even acknowledged to herself that Papoose was a major factor in her success upon her release from jail. They started to transform into the couple that we all know they are not when he urged her to return to her career and supported her at WIC. Every step of the way, Papoose and Remy's constant public adoration whether on the red carpet at award presentations or just in their social media posts, was adored by fans. They clearly shared that unbreakable link. Their shared experiences gave viewers hope that they could overcome any challenge, including the highs and lows of the entertainment business. Their relationship was founded on respect and support for one another, and they also shared a close emotional connection. They put their family first even as their careers advanced. One of the most talked about aspects of their marriage was Remy's pregnancy journey. Throughout the highs and lows of her pregnancy, Papoose provided her with both physical and mental support, and his admirers were raving about how devoted he was to her. During this time, they couldn't help but admire their relationship. What really made their partnership stand out was the way they conducted themselves as a unified team, both in their personal and professional lives. Together, they were advancing their professions, with Papoose serving as their manager, mentor, and, of course, spouse. They made sure to publicly honor each other at every anniversary milestone, an important event because people respected how they collaborated and overcame challenges in the music industry as a team. Reminding everyone that he was Remy's biggest admirer, Papoose was constantly pumping her up. Rather than being founded solely on love, this union was founded on respect, sacrifice, and undying loyalty. It was brought by Papoose Tooth. They went from being a picture-perfect pair with undying loyalty to suddenly being accused of adultery by both parties, which makes it even more difficult for fans to understand the present drama with Claressa and the cheating claims. The drama starts there because it seems like we're witnessing two entirely distinct sides to this relationship. Going above and beyond, the devoted spouse person made it apparent that Remy was his queen and that he would not abandon her, declaring that he was all in for the long run no matter what, because Papoose and Remy stuck by each other through thick and thin and not only made it through the challenges, but also thrived in their relationship. It was evident that people admired them. Papoose and Remy appeared to be the type of pair that could overcome anything, and their devotion to one another was unmatched. But it's hard not to think that Remy, Papoose, and Claressa's perfect love tale is ending because of the incessant back and forth and cheating suspicions. Who could have foreseen this at this stage after all that? The atmosphere is chaotic and only accusations are being made. Who is telling the truth and who is lying can only become clear with time. Tell us how you think this whole situation will play out. Please